Question. Ramaphosa said yesterday that he'll prioritise border security and the Border Management Authority will tighten the ports of entry. How will the South African National Defence Force assist with improved border security?
We already are the ones who are doing it anyway. What is important is the integration, a poignant integration of the different departments that are active in the borders, and particularly the Home Affairs. Now on this one, you will know that we had 13 companies, and now we've got 15 companies in Corona, which is mainly for border protection, which we deploy through joint operations as a South African Army at the main. But all the other arms of services are also involved in this, Navy and the Air Force, in different ways and in different types of terrains, skies and the seas. But the Army occupies main entry of the landward borders. Now, that the Commander-in-Chief has spoken, talks directly to us as to now how do we prepare and what tools do we have, what tools will require, and how much integrated approach will take place, and that obviously will be coordinated at a different level by joint operations.
Okay, so obviously the SANDF is deployed to combat crime in the Western Cape. Will it be used to assist with combating xenophobic riots should these flare up again?
Well, I think that's a very pure police work, truly speaking. And we don't even believe there's xenophobia in RSA. We've been having foreign people working here in the mines many decades and decades. The spring up was brought by something else. For it to be called xenophobia is something else. Why am I stating this matter particularly? If it was xenophobia, it would be more serious, it would be continuing. It's difficult when people think that small to stop the kind of sketch of violence. So, to me, it was sporadic. We are in the Western Cape to assist the police. We're not the main players. To assist the police for protection so that they are able to apprehend criminals who kill people willy-nilly as if they are flies. Whether it's somebody is killing foreigners or is killing South Africans, it's immaterial to us. We deal with the one who's causing problems.
The cause of death for the soldier who recently died in the DRC?
Well, it was said it's accidental. Yeah, that's where we hold it for now.
Accidental?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to say anything more about the accident?
Seemingly it was a question of the handling of the weapon on that matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what weapon it was?
It was not for.
As the UN is facing pay cuts and it's running out of money, do you think this will affect the Defence Force's deployment in the DRC?
Well, there in DRC, initially, remember, there's part of the AFIB, Force Intervention Brigade. It composes of South Africa, of Malawi, and of Tanzania. That was a decision of SADC, Southern African Development Community. The UN came on board as we were moving in to stop the senseless killing of people. We were going on our own in the first place. Now, the fact that there's problems with the UN, definitely the UN has decided already to downscale, so they are downscaling in DRC. A number of troops have been moved back to their own countries. We're not sure if they will want to count us as part of that. Well, that will need a political decision. It will need a high level of command decision as to what happens with this. But I think I wanted to reflect on the fact that, first and foremost, the mission was a SADC initiative.
The Vaal River. Will there be more money allocated to fix the Vaal River water treatment crisis?
We're stepping out of the Vaal River. It was an intervention. If we had our own equipment in full, like the engineers used to have be resourced before, we would have completed the Vaal River in 6 months. That was the plan. But unfortunately, when you've got multi-type of partners with different types of governance, particularly on civilian structures, you've got to consider that kind of good governance, that it must be part of your system. And that's how that is being governed. We're not the main players. We want to make an intervention. We've made a very great intervention, which could have been much more better. Now, we are going to step back because the Water Affairs has appointed people who must work there now, and we will step back.
Promotions and transfers in the South African National Defence Force seem to be on hold this year. Will there be changes in the Chief of Armed Service and head of the SANDF next year?
As you well know now that the Minister spoke about General Sondo, it means there are already changes in our level, in the top level. It goes without saying that we must attend to the other just below levels. The rest of the levels from down below we've done already. We just completed them last month. So this one will be the one of the generals, brigadier general level, the major general where necessary, and colonels. So it's not a big grouping that is affected.